Well, hello, welcome to another episode of On the Bank Angling. Here for 24 hours fishing on Snails Lake at Digger. It's early February, so it's quite cold, but it's a slightly milder spell in the weather. I'm hoping to get a nice winter carp on the bank. Did alright last time out at Stafford Moor, so I'm hoping to repeat that sort of success here using the same sort of tactics. Got the rods out, nice and early. Moment just sort of casting round the swim. I'm in a swim called the Little Junction. Got quite a lot of water here. I'll show you more about the spots I'm fishing in a minute, but I'm just casting high attract hook baits around at the moment, see if I can pick up an early fish before I commit any bait to a spot. Right, so here's the swim I'm fishing today, known as the Little Junction. A few good areas in this swim. I've only really sort of sat here because a lot of the other swims on the lake are taken, unfortunately, even though it's midweek. Quite a busy place, even in February. So I'm sort of fishing an area on my left hand rod, out underneath trees there. I'm not sure how, it's not that deep there, but fairly firm bottom, so fishing a little chod rig over there with a high attract hook bait with just a few chops around it, hoping to pick up any fish that may be cruising through that channel as they go into the big junction, which is a swim my dad's fishing at the moment. My right hand rod, I'm sort of targeting this middle area of the bay. It's supposed to be the deepest end of the lake down here, so I've sort of got one rod targeting that middle area and fishing almost off the back of that island that's there. So that's the plan of attack on that one. I've just sort of sprinkled a light scatter and a boilies over that one, again on a chod rig, very light baiting, see if I can sort of get a take as quick as possible. But nothing's happened yet. I'm sort of cut off now, that's the only issue. Someone's turned up in swim 2. So obviously fish that are going through are going to hit other people's lines before they get to me, unless there's already some fish in here. I may intercept fish that are coming through from Tyler's, but apart from that I'm going to struggle to intercept any fish, so might be hard, but we'll see how it goes. Level with the fish then? There we go, first fish of the session, 18 pound, bang on a little chod rig.
Nice looking fish. Those 3 scales must mean it's a known fish or a recognisable fish.
Definitely. There we go, get some photos and put it back.
Okay, so here we go. So Chris, after moaning about his swim, Saying how much he hated carp fishing, there's no putting back this nice 18-pounder.
Oh baby.
There she goes. And a thumbs up for the camera.
Oh, good morning. It's about 8 o'clock. Sat in my bivvy with the door down. So I don't know if you can see the wind has picked up. It's hacking in here now. So I've got the door down to keep me warm. It was a largely uneventful night. A few liners, but nothing of any note really. So we're only doing a 24-hour session, so only got about half a day left. Let's see if we can catch another Digger Lakes carp. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know, but we're going to need to rethink the plan, I think. Possibly try some different baiting strategy. I've had a liner not that long ago, actually, about half an hour ago. Just a few bleeps on the left hand rod. But yeah, let's hope we can get another fish before we go. Right, so here's the bait I've been using on this session. Just basically just mainline cell boilies. That's all I've been putting in. I've just been using a mixture of, obviously, breaking the baits down into halves and then just whole boilies, not so many of the whole ones. You don't need a lot of feed at this time of year. That's basically just the amount of bait I've been putting over each rod, just there. That got me the bite yesterday, hasn't done me a bite since, so whether it's still out there on the bottom, who knows, or whether it's been cleared out in the night. But that's it. Any sort of low fish meal boilie is good at this time of year in the winter. A lot easier for the fish to digest, and I've always found that I've done really well on the cell or live system or anything like that. Any of the sort of milk protein baits you'll do well on. So there you go, that's what I've been putting in my swim to try and catch these Digger Lakes carp. Right, so it's 12 o'clock, only a couple of hours left in the session. It's now absolutely pissing down with rain, as you can probably see. Fairly good conditions for the time of year, but not that comfortable to be out in, to be honest. Definitely not comfortable to pack the gear up in, not looking forward to that. Nothing else happened. Liners have stopped, very little fish activity. Typical really from the time of year, to be honest. Just sort of tend to get bites out of the blue at this time of year. So yeah, nothing's happened. And not long left. I've tried a couple of different things, tried some more visually attractive hook baits, but not a sausage. All we can do is just leave them out over the spots. There's bait in the areas. Hopefully fish come and investigate, and just start gradually packing up and hope one rips off before we go. We'll show you it if it does. Cheers, Right, so this is the rig that I started on at the start of the session. I've switched over onto chod rigs on both rods now, but I'll just show you this rig because I did catch fish on it my last session out, which you will see on the video at Stafford Moor. This is the rig that I've caught a couple of fish on. Basically just got a long piece of tubing there. Just pins everything down to the bottom and protects the fish during the fight. Just to make sure it does stay on the bottom, I put a little blob of putty on the end there. That will just sort of help pin it down. It comes down to just a leg clip. Tail rubber pushed just lightly on there. And then we've just got a little lead, small 1 ounce lead. I don't think you need heavy leads if you're not casting very far. Obviously I'm using a fairly long hook link, probably about 8 or 9 inches there of that's a coated braid. Just got the last sort of inch there stripped, if you can see that. And as you can see, it's down to a curved shank hook, 2 grains of artificial corn, which I've been soaking in the goo, the almond goo, and that's just balanced with that shot. So that means that will just fall gently like that, and hopefully sit on the bottom just like that, with just the corn just hovering. And the only thing that's been going with the rig, which is here, is a nice tight PVA bag, just crushed boilies, a little tiny bit of pellet, and I've just been putting a bit of goo in the bag as well, so give it extra attraction. So that's it, that's what was doing me the bite just after more. Hasn't got me a bite here today, but there we go, it's a good rig to use in the winter. Right, well it looks like that's it for the Digger Lake session. Tried everything I could to try and get another carp on the bank for you and on the camera, but it just hasn't happened. Talked to a lot of the other anglers on the lake. It doesn't look like a lot's come out in the last 24 hours, which is weird really, because it's fairly good conditions for the time of year, even though it is February. But then maybe they're just holding up in an area of the lake and maybe not picking up much bait. But there we go, got my rod on the deck, as you do, just trying to get the very most out of everything while I pack everything down. So just one rod left now. I've even tried the other rod in a spot of the margin where I thought I saw a fish earlier, but nothing's happened there. So I think that's probably going to be it. So if you don't hear from me again, see you on the bank soon.